What's the practice of that for you though? Because I love that idea of like, weeding, because I feel like if you're doing a lot of stuff, if you're trying things, you are going to make mistakes. Like
100%.
I make mistakes all the time. And I find it, I'm a pretty easy person in going like, oh, that was me. Like I made that decision and that was the wrong decision. But it is difficult for some people. So how do you unpick, and what's the practice to be so self-deprecating and to have that muscle that every week you could go back and be like, that wasn't what I intended.
I think it is actually what ends up happening is you make the mistake, you plant a weed, it destroys all the other garden, you go, oh crap. And that's the reality of moving fast. I'm the same as you.
Totally.
I've made so many mistakes in the last 10 years because we're moving so fast. Yeah. It wasn't intentional, it wasn't conscious. You make them because you're moving and you're moving at the speed of light and the momentum's there and all the rest of it. And I think what we don't realize is that is the only way to grow.
That's the work.
If you take that out, so you will make mistakes.
Yes.
It's actually looking at those and going, okay, I'm not going to make that twice. Okay, I'm not going to make that 3 times. I'm going to figure that out. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what I'd focus on. I think this idea, and that's why I keep saying it, I haven't perfected this balance. I just believe it's needed in the world. And I'm almost, the way we'd call it in our philosophy is you're relishing the battle. It's a battle every day.
Every day.
It's not something I fought 3 years ago and I solved. I battle every day with my ego, with my insecurity, with my envy, with my greed. That's a daily battle.
Oh, but I love you for saying that, because I feel like we look to somebody like you and think you got it all figured out.
I don't.
And the idea that actually you're standing there going, I don't have it all figured out. I'm trying a lot of things and I'm making mistakes, because that's what people don't show, right? You're not posting those mistakes, but it's like you are admitting them. You are saying they happen. And in a journey, like, again, you say in the last 10 years, you've made a ton of mistakes. I think about that for myself all the time. And in a way, I wish I could sit down. And one of the things that I intend to do on this podcast is to be really honest about the things that didn't go well for me, because it's in those things. And it sounds, again, super trite. I had a lot of learnings when I made this mistake, but it's more than learnings. It's like, well, I won't do that twice, right? And what was the behavior in me that led to me doing that thing? And I think once you kind of dig a little bit deeper, I find it's the same things in me that over and over and over again happen, right? Once you spot that behavior, you're able to, figure it out a little bit more easy. And so for me, it's like, I do want to talk about that stuff because it happens to the best of us.
Well, I think it happens to anyone who does something for the first time.
Yes.
If you do anything for the first time, start a business, play tennis, raise a child, whatever it is, you're going to make mistakes because it's the first time you did it. How are you going to get it perfect the first time? And
there is no way.
We're living in a world right now where everyone wants everyone to get everything perfect the first time they do it.
And it's just not possible.
It's just not possible.
It's just not possible.
Even when you walked as a baby, you fell over 1,000,000 times. And that was just life. And so this want for perfection internally or externally, it just doesn't work. And so no, I'm definitely not perfect or haven't got the perfect balance. It is me constantly questioning the balance that allows me to try and hold on to it.
100%.